Finally, SEO is here. The method where we all are struggling. The method where all of the Indian bloggers are still trying to understand, and they are not able to understand how can they target the right keywords, what are the strategies they should follow to make their blogs more SEO compatible, and finally, how to rank the blogs, which I'm not going to talk today, and finally make money online. So let's start. So the very first thing is, what is SEO? This is a way to boost your business in such a way that the people who are searching for the problems on Google or any search engine can find the solution. So in the SEO, we are just giving the more visibility to our website so that when any people in the world are searching for any kind of queries, for any kind of problems, they are able to see our websites in the search. Here is the next slide. So this is how it looks like. I just searched for how to make a good presentation. So these are the answers which I got in Google search results. And the guys who are ranking on first, second, third, or fourth pages have done a great SEO for their websites. That's why they are ranking for this particular term. Next slide, please. So here's a little checklist, some of the points which you must keep in your mind if you want to make your blog more SEO friendly. Next, please. A fast loading theme, relevant content, mobile responsiveness, easy to navigate, and right permalink structure. So the very first thing, a fast loading theme. The question is why we want a fast loading theme, and what is the relation of a fast loading theme with the SEO? Can anyone tell? Okay. Anyone? Yeah? Exactly. So if we are having a very fast loading theme, if any person is looking for any problem, like he is searching for how to make a good presentation, the two websites are ranking on Google. The one is on number first and the second, obviously on second position. So if anyone is searching on two of the links, if the second website is taking less time as compared to the first website, so Google is going to consider that ranking factor. So next time when anyone will come on that blog, and if the website ranking on the second position, if it again loads faster, then Google is going to shift the positions. The website ranking at number 2 will become first, and the website at number first will become second. Why? Because we don't have patience. We don't want to wait the websites to load. So if the website is loading very fast, that means it is going to get very high ranking in any of the search engines. Relevant content. A very, very basic point. Your content must be very relevant. Let's take an example. We know that windows are two types. Window in the home, in the office, or anywhere. Second, windows which we install in the system, in computer. So our content must be 100% relevant to the query so that Google will be able to understand what they are talking, what they want to deliver, what the author wants to deliver. In this matter, they will give you high search engine ranking. So you will have to include some of the LSI keywords, which we are going to talk in advanced section of in this SEO training. You will have to include some of the LSI keywords which makes your content more relevant. Okay. Mobile responsiveness. So you might have seen that we all are consuming content more and more via mobiles. So if your website is not mobile responsive, that means you are losing your customers. You are not delivering the right content, because if anyone trying to open your website in tablet, in mobile, or any other device, your website is not loading properly. So that means they are not getting the content. So your website must be mobile responsive. very, very easy to navigate, and with right permalink structures. So next. So what after that? Once we have done all those things, what after that? How to make a website more SEO friendly, how to do SEO in right way. So let's start. Keyword research. Next slide. So the very basic tool, you all must have gone through this tool, the Google Keyword Planner, a free tool which helps you to find the keywords. And I know many of the people here might not be using this tool. How many of you are using this Google Keyword Planner? Almost 60% of the people. Okay. So this is the point where maximum Indian bloggers are doing a mistake. What mistake? They are writing the articles, they are putting their maximum energy to write the articles, but they don't know how many people are searching for that particular query. Right? There is no need to write an article. There is no need to deliver your content if people are not searching it on Google or any search engine. I have seen that many of the people were complaining that, Kulwant, we are not getting traffic on our blogs. So what is the problem? This is the problem. You are not targeting right keywords for your blog. That's why you are not getting traffic. As simple as that. Next. So this is how it looks like. Google AdWords Keywords Planner. Next. So I just put the term Reiki healing. This was my search queries. I opened Google Keyword Planner and this Reiki healing has 5,400 searches in a month. So this is the right keyword which you must target in your articles. That's why people will come on your blog and consume your content. So always and always go for the keyword research before writing any article on your blog in any niche, right? So here are a few checkpoints while writing. Once you have decided that this is my keyword, I want to go. This is my keyword, I want to rank. People are searching for this keyword, so what's the next thing which I should do so that I can make my article more SEO friendly? So here are the checkpoints. Your keyword must be in the title, like what are the best institutions for Reiki healing? What are the best I can say places to go for the Reiki healing. So Reiki healing is my keyword, so I can include that particular keyword in the title, because when people will see that particular title in the Google search results, they are more likely to click on your search results on your blog. Your keyword must be in the meta description. How many of you know about the meta description? All? Right. So there is a tool, there is a plugin, WordPress SEO by Yoast, which you can use for the meta description and meta tags and all other stuff. So your keyword must be in the first and last paragraphs. These are very basic points which I am telling. For all those bloggers who are still trying in the blogging industry or still are not getting any kind of traffic. The SEO industry is a very, very big industry, and I can say that many big players might not be using these basic stuff. All I am telling is like basic things which you should include in your blog to make it more SEO friendly. So your keyword must repeat at least twice in your article, because that is the point where Google is going to understand that yes, this is the keyword which that guy is targeting in his or her article, and I should consider this article to rank it higher in the search terms. Here is the example. I searched for the guitar lessons on Google, and you can see that in the first search results, that keyword is in the title and in the meta description as well. And in second, third, fourth, everywhere the exact keyword is in the title and in the meta description. So you will have to write the articles in the exactly same way to target the keyword in both of the places. Next. So here is one line. you are wasting your time in writing your content if you don't know how many people are searching for that problem. Okay? So here are some basic plugins. Basic WordPress plugins which you should use, which I am using on almost all of my blogs. So here are the plugins. WordPress SEO by Yoast. This is a very basic plugin which you must use on your blog, because in this free plugin, those guys have included a lot of premium features which you can avail, which you can get to make your blog a more user-friendly, SEO-friendly, and good in every aspect. Excuse me. So Google XML sitemap. How many of you know about the XML sitemaps? Right. So this is a sitemap which we submit in the Google. Not we submit. The system automatically submit this in Google, so that when the crawlers will come on your blog, they will read this XML and they will submit your blogs in the Google index. Okay? Google will send their robots on your blog, they will study it, they will index it, and they will submit on the Google. So this is very, very important for your blog. W3 total cache. So this is a plugin which will help you to make your blog loads a lot faster, because once your blog is in the cache, user can access your blog at a much higher speed, so that they will not have to wait for your blog. Once they will open your blog for the first time, it might take a little time to load, but when they will come back on your blog for the second time or third time, the blog will load a lot faster. Why? Because this plugin will save your cache, your blog's cache in your reader's browser. So in next time, they will see your blog at a much faster speed. Okay? SEO-friendly images. How many of you are using this plugin? Only 2 or 3 guys. So this is a plugin which can help you to make images on your blog more SEO-friendly. How? This plugin will automatically fetch the title of your blog post, like in my case, what are the best institute for the Reiki healing. This will automatically fetch the title and add the title in the meta or alt tag of the image. So in that case, your image will also rank in Google. So you are getting double traffic on your article and on your image as well, right? Broken link checker. This is a must have plugin for any blog. If you are not using this particular plugin, then you are doing a big mistake for your blog. Why? Let me tell you. This plugin will do a query on your blog. This plugin will run a query on your blog, and it will try to find all those pages which are dead, all those links which are dead, okay, which are giving 502 errors, 404 errors, or any kind of error. So it will give you a report of all those dead links, so that you will be able to unlink those particular links. But the question is, why to unlink? And the answer is because Google wants to deliver a real value, a genuine value to the final user. Let's say I just went on a website. I was searching for the Reiki healing. I went on a website and there was a link. Click here for the best institutes. And I just clicked on the link. And the link was dead. Fine? In that case, that particular owner of that blog just failed to deliver the quality to the end user. So which is a negative signal for the Google. So Google will consider that, yes, that visitor clicked on that link and that link was dead. That means he failed. What this plugin will do is, it will unlink all those links. So those links will not be active. No one will be able to click on those links. So you can always prevent particular loss. So here is advanced SEO, a little bit about a little bit in more detail about the SEO, how can you do, right? The very first thing is schema. How many of are using schema on their blogs? Yeah? One guy. Yeah? Okay, right. So this is a new structure for the blogs, for the websites. So let me explain what this particular term is. 4 or 5 years back, what Google was doing, how many of you know that Google is a bot? Google is a robot, right? So Google is an automated tool. Google is a set of algorithms which comes to your blog. They read the content. They not actually read the content, they crawl your content and then finally submit that crawled content to the index. Okay? So Google read that index, find all the features which are making it more SEO friendly and then rank your article, right? But in schema was, before schema, the crawlers were coming on your blog, they were reading your content, and they were not able to identify what you are writing and what are the contents on your blog. So in that case, everything was same for those robots which were coming on your blog. Okay? आपको समझ आ रहा ना कि क्या बोल रहा हूं मैं? कुछ ऊपर से तो नहीं जा रहा? ठीक है? So, in that case, it was very difficult for Google to understand a complete website. Okay, so this was like a full bucket without any knowledge what is inside the bucket. Okay, what schema did was, schema differentiated each and everything in the blog. Like schema said, yes, this is the header, this is the sidebar, this is the footer, this is the content, this is the navigation, and it just differentiated each and everything on the blog. So in this case, in the case of schema, when the Google robots are coming on your blog, now they know that yes, this is sidebar, this is footer, this is header. Now it's very easy for the Google to understand what the blog is about, right? समझ आया आप लोगों को? ठीक है जी. Next. LSI keywords, or we say latent semantic index keywords. These keywords are very important for your blogs. Okay? As I was discussing about the windows, if we are talking about home, floor, roof, and mentioning the term window, so that window is for the house. Okay? Mentioning in the same, in the next article, Microsoft install, uninstall, in that case, that Windows is an operating system. So Google will understand your article with the LSI keywords, latent semantic index keywords. In this case, search engine positioning India is exactly same as search engine ranking India. Okay, so you will have to target each and every related keywords in your article so that it will become more easy for the search engines to understand what you are talking. Or we can take another example, like here is a keyword, install WordPress. So this is the one keyword, install WordPress. The second keyword can be WordPress installation. Okay, exactly same terms. So you will have to include all those terms in your blog, right? So you don't know your targeted visitor is searching for the install WordPress or WordPress installation. So if you have included those keywords in your articles, you are targeting each and every customer who are searching for that particular industry, right? Next. Loading time. Again, loading time is very important for your blog. It must load in fraction of seconds, and normally we can say it must load less than 3 seconds. Okay, less than 3 loading time is a very good time. So your website must load faster than your competitors. So this is one of the ranking factors. Next. Your hosting server. Okay, so this is a very important for your ranking, for the SEO of your blog, for the stability of your blog, for the trust of your blog, or for everything. Why? Let me take an example. Suppose you are hosting your blog on a shared hosting. How many of you know about shared hosting? Okay, and about VPS? And about dedicated? Good. In shared hosting, what the companies do is, hosting companies get an IP address. You all might have got an IP address for your blogs. So if you are you are hosting your website on a shared server, that means that you are sharing your IP address with many people in the world, right? Many people are hosting many websites on exactly same IP address. In that case, let's say a worst case, if someone has hosted any casino, gambling, or even porn website on that particular IP address, sure, so your website is going to hurt. Why? Because you are using exactly same IP address. Your hosting plays a very big role in the SEO. So what is the solution for this? You can always go for the cheap VPS solution, like you can go for the Get Set Live. You can find some of the best VPS options. We have very cheap plans on Get Set Live, so you can go there, select a best option for your hosting, for your requirement, and then host your website on the VPS server. Why VPS? Because that particular IP will be dedicated for you only. You are the only guy in the world who are using that IP address for your blog, right?
We do offer dedicated IPs on shared hosting as well. If you want a separate dedicated IP, but it costs you much, even more than your hosting package, it's around 250 bucks, rupees a month to 300. I really don't know the exact price. For shared hosting account, you can't get more than one IP. We have like when we buy servers, we buy like 32, 64, 128 IPs depending on our needs. When we are setting up a VPS server, we generally buy 32 IPs and the RAM of 128 GB or depending on the. So C-class, you never get a C-class level IP from normal hosting providers. You can really get that C-class IPs on a special request, but it's much on a higher side. So C-class is generally, when you have ever seen like 192.168 and XXXYYY, right? So C-class actually changed the first 192 and 168, right? So C-class as IPv4 have already finished, right? It's a shortage in the market. So it's not very easy to get a C-class IP. And don't get dependent on the C-class IP. That's a different tactic altogether. Hosting providers are passing it out. Okay, but again, the dedicated IP, he's very much right on that part. But we do monitor our servers like no one hosts porn content or any gambling website on our servers. We have all the crawlers set up across automatically. Thank you.
Thank you, Danish. So you can go for the special dedicated IP in case you are using shared hosting as well. So you can pay a little bit like 400, 500 rupees extra to get those dedicated IPs on shared hosting as well, right? Next. Thank you. So this was all about, next slide please. Next. Here are my contact details, my website, bloggingcage.com, and my Facebook handle is Kulwant Nagi, Twitter is same, Kulwant Nagi, and my email address is kulwant@bloggingcage.com. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Actually, link building itself is a whole day class, so I can't explain about link building but on very basic, you can go for some good website and you can comment your link. Let's say you have written an article about the best institute for Reiki healing. So that is your article. You might have a URL for that article. Go to some good blogs related to healing, related to this particular industry, and use that particular URL while commenting. Okay, so you will get the backlinks for that URL. And the very best for getting backlink, the best technique for getting backlinks is guest posting, okay? Which is a little bit difficult task because most of the bloggers, they don't allow for the guest blogging. So you can always convince big bloggers and write your guest blog post. Recently, I published my article on problogger.net, which is one of the biggest blog. So I just got the approach and I submitted the article, right? Sorry? Okay. So guest blogging itself is a stair process. So you climb one stair, okay? You submitted 2 or 3 posts on a normal blogs. Now you went to a little bit higher blog post, higher blogs, and now you are showing that yes, these are 5 articles I have submitted on these blogs. So please allow me to write on your blog, okay? So that little high authority blog will allow you to write, and then go to a more high authority, and keep on climbing, okay? So this is how this all system works. So you will, if you will pitch on the first, like I'm Kulwant Nagi, I'm owner of blogging cage, please allow me to write on your blog. No one will allow. This will have to go in the step-by-step manner. Yes. Exactly. In the case of server location, you might have seen that the servers which are in India are costly as compared to US. And has noticed why they are costly? US must be costly. Any answer? In India, they are cheap. Okay, but advanced never comes at cheap. Okay. No, the reason is the server located in India can load your website at much faster level as compared to US. Because if your website is in US, that will load from the US to the Indian customer. If your server is in India, then that website will load directly from Indian server and reach to your customer. So that's why Indian servers are most overpriced as compared to US servers. Okay. Yes, you can use any. So you can use any of the plugins. I just forgot that in Yoast there is a feature to submit XML, right? So you can only use WordPress SEO by Yoast, and then activate that feature to just submit the XML. So you can avoid that plugin in XML, right? PBN, it's out of scope, but still I can tell a little bit about what are the PBNs. PBN is a private blog network, right? But there is a requirement in the SEO industry that if you want to rank any article in the Google, then you will have to take the backlinks from some good websites, okay? So Google will understand the authority, and then they will rank you higher, okay? Let me explain it in a very simple term. Let's say Jitendra is my friend, okay? So if anyone is asking me, let's say Jitendra is going on road and no one knows about Jitendra. So in that case, no one is going to notice who that guy is, right? So here is the second scenario. Let's say I'm speaking on stage and that guy is sitting here. You don't know who that guy is, but I am saying that he's the guy, he's an authority guy. So will you believe? You will. Because I'm saying, I'm on the stage, I'm speaking, I'm saying that this is the guy, this is an authority guy. Same is the case with Google. When some good backlinks will come and they will link to your blog, so that's a signal to Google that this is an authority website. Why? Because that particular authority website is talking about this website, right? So in the case of PBN, we build a private blog network, like 10 or 15 blogs for myself, and I made the authority of each and every blog. In that case, I am going to link my article from my blogs only. So this is private blog network, right? ठीक है जी, right? You will have to use both. You can use a geo redirect script which will automatically redirect your customers to Google in or google.com. If your customer is in US, the amazon.com will automatically be opened. If your customer is in Brazil, .br will open, and same, right? I am using around 30 plugins on my blog, so you will have to always find which plugin is taking more time on your blog. So there is one plugin called P3. I can't remember. Anyone? P3 Optimizer. Okay. So there is one plugin P, the number 3 Optimizer. So you install that plugin on your blog, you run that plugin, and it will tell you that yes, this is the particular plugin which is taking more time to load, right? So you can always find which is the culprit on your blog. So you can deactivate that plugin and then continue your blog, okay? So there is, I would recommend to not use more than 50 plugins on your blog, but that all depends on your requirement, your blog speed, your server speed, and everything. All-in-one SEO is good, very good. But this plugin is little advanced than that plugin. If you, okay, as Gaurav is telling that plugin has some backdoor access for the hackers. So hackers can come into your website and they can inject any malicious code on your website. Okay, so you can avoid that plugin. If you are already using all-in-one for your blog, then there is in SEO data transporter. SEO data transporter, you can install that plugin on your blog. Okay, then install WordPress SEO by Yoast, and you can always import your SEO setting from one plugin to another with that plugin. Any more questions? Actually, I'm not using that plugin, so I can't. Gaurav, can you? Okay. Oh, I got. Something like that. It will go through your article and it will rate, like, this is the article for the range of 13 to 16 years, 16 to 18 years, right? Right. Actually, I'm not using that in the future anymore. Yeah, sure.
Actually, see, Yoast cannot explain whether my article is good or not. Okay, Yoast is nobody, and basically in different niches, different kind of keyword densities, different kind of meta descriptions, different kind of titles and keyword placements work. So Yoast cannot make it standard. Okay, like this is a good article on SEO basis and this is bad. So I don't think you should believe in that. You should follow the general practices and see your top 3 competitors and then follow their own page. What's working in that niche? I use Yoast for just setting up the titles and meta descriptions.
Sometimes the Yoast is not able to read whether my target keyword is in my first paragraph or not.
Okay, no, that's what I'm saying. Yoast is just for setting up your meta things. Otherwise, the best on page is done manually, based on what is the Google's behavior towards that niche, towards the on page of that niche.
If Yoast shows the red bar for the
Yoast, like, ignore it.
So it's just the automated bot, we can say automated bot, which is just telling you that you are doing these mistakes on your blog. Let me take an example. You might have seen that when you delete any article from your blog, in Google Webmaster, it shows that this URL is giving 404 error. Have anyone seen? Okay. So Google is doing his duty to tell you that this particular page has been deleted from your blog, right? But you know that I myself deleted that blog, right? You know that I deleted that post, but Google is doing his own duty to tell you that I am not able to fetch this URL on your blog. So same is the case of SEO by Yoast. it is a plugin where they have defined some rules. So it is just telling you that these are the particular scores you must follow. So you can always go for as per your requirement, as per your industry requirements, right? Any more questions from back? Yeah. Sorry? Okay, actually I haven't tried this thing. So all I can recommend as per my experience is you will have to host your blog on Indian server, right? And I don't even know that is the keyword research available on Google or not in Google Keyword Planner in Hindi. It's not. So that feature is not. So you don't know how many people are searching for that keyword on Google. So you will have to wait for like next 1 year or 2 years when that feature will be available on Google, and you will be able to see how many people are searching for that term on Google, right?
When you guys go for a Google Trends, right, if you want to track something, just copy and paste some of your keywords, a single keyword on Google Trends. This will let you know the previous trends and upcoming projected trends, right? So you can track that keyword actually. Or Unicode, right? It's not like you can type in Hindi. Anyone from the audience, I get he asked me and I have shown him the real-time example. He said, let's suppose you are ranking blogging kaise kare, for an example I'm taking, right? So blogging kaise kare, just type it on a Google and see कि वहाँ result कैसे आते हैं, right? And people really type that. I have seen actually the people who are doing that. That's why my mindset goes there, right? If someone has not explored that, that's altogether a different game. But again, you can track it through Google Trends.
Thank you, Danish. Okay, so any more questions? Okay, so I am using Genesis framework for all of my blog, for 100% of my blogs. I have around, I can say 15 or 16 blogs running right now. So I am using Genesis framework, G-E-N-E, Genesis, S-I-S, Genesis framework. Okay, so you will have to download that Genesis framework first and then download a child theme, because that will work only and only with the child themes. You can't directly use the framework. Yep. It's not. It's Prose, P-R-O-S-E, Prose. Prose theme has a lot of features on the dashboard where you can define the width of your blog, you can change the color, header, footer, sidebar, or you can do anything. The name of theme is Prose, P-R-O-S-E, Prose. Yes? Sorry? Domain keyword. There is no role of the keywords in the domain. Okay, people are ranking very higher, even they don't have any keyword in the domain. I did a recent case study. I started a blog in April, and that particular domain doesn't have any keyword in the URL, but still in the last, I can say 2.5 months, I made $10,000 with that blog without any keyword in the domain, right? We can't say anything. We can't say. We can rank for any keyword here. We can. Even I have some blogs which are ranking for exact match domain. So there is no thumb rule that you should go for the keyword in domain. Yeah. So there is one suggestion. You must have related keywords in the domain, right? So if you are making a blog for the dog training, so the keyword dog must be in the URL. You can't go for the domain buildmuscles.com. You can't go for that. Okay. So you will have to have the related keywords in your domain so that people would be able to relate the niche with the domain, right? Like I have blogging in the name of my blog, bloggingcage.com. So you can relate that it's about blogging. Yep. Yes. That's what I'm saying. There is no need to have any keyword in the domain, right? Like let's take an example of yahoo.com. So what is Yahoo? Nothing. Right? Flipkart. What is Flipkart? Nothing. Snapdeal. What's that? Okay. So you can define your own name as well if you want. Okay. So there was one blog, let me recall the name, which was very, very popular in the industry, and they, let's say example of kicksprout.com. So what is kicksprout.com? Labnol. What is Labnol? Right? So you can always define your own domain if you want. Otherwise, go for the related domains in the industry. Right? Any more questions? Do we have time? Yeah. Yep. Right now we don't have any tool to find how many people are searching or right? No, we can't rank with own page. Okay. Let's take example of Jitendra again. No one knows about Jitendra. Jitendra has or Jitendra. I'm saying in English. Okay. So Jitendra ko koi nahi janta. Jitendra is saying that I am an authority, I am a blogger, I am a blogger. क्या आप मानोगे? नहीं. ठीक है? Let's take another example. He is doing his own page SEO. He is saying I am a blogger, I am an authority. But you can't believe because you are not able to see what he is saying. But if I am saying he is a blogger, then तब भी नहीं मानोगे तो ठीक है. Right? So that is the case. You will have to do off-page for your website. You will have to get some authority backlinks from the relevant blogs so that Google will be able to relate your website with that particular industry. Okay, ji? Any more questions? टाइम है हमारे पास टाइम है Sure. Okay. शायद ये थोड़ा फिर ज्यादा टाइम ले लेगा 10-15 मिनट चलेगा दानिश 5 मिनट में चलो ठीक है 5 मिनट में So it all started with the dream to go in the US. Okay. In 2008, I started preparing for the GRE exam and the TOEFL exam. Luckily, I got 1300 out of 1600 in the GRE exam and 999 out of 120 in TOEFL exam. And before that, I was very bad in English, and till now I'm very bad, I know. Okay. So I cleared those exams. I applied for the 6 universities in the US, and I got the acceptance from all of the 6 universities. And I was the guy in my college who got higher scholarship of $16,000 from the New York, right? Even my name was on the website, on my college website, and they were very proud because that was a very big amount for a student to get the scholarship. And then I decided to go for the masters in US, and my flight was on 13th August 2010 for the New York. But just 2-3 days before the flight, my father came to me and said, I don't have money to afford your education fee. So that was like, what? I have already gone through like 1.5 years for the preparation. I applied for the universities. We have spent a lot of money, but now you are saying that we don't have money. So I was not able to understand what was going there. So that was a point where my life was completely shattered, and I can remember those days For that 3 months, I was not able to sleep. I cried a lot on every night I used to cry, right? So then I came to know about Mr. Ishant. Where is Mr. Ishant? He's the guy. I met him in 2011. They just introduced a multi-level marketing business to me, my video talk. And with the help of Mr. Ishant, I came to know about Ankur sir. I am in touch with Ankur sir since 2010. Okay, so he was doing email marketing or something like that. I joined his list and he started sending emails. So, yeah, it's automated. So that was the point when I realized that this is the industry where I can try. So in September 2011, I built my first blog, kulwantnagi.com, and that was the point when I came to know about blogging. And the biggest challenge for me was I didn't have any money. I bought the hosting and domain by taking money from my brother. And the worst part was I was not able to pay back the money even after 3 months, right? So my brother came to me that, yaar, mere paise to de de. So then I said, I don't have any money. When I'll earn, I'll give you, right? So after 6 months, in 2012, I made my first $59 for 6 months. Or sorry, after 7 months, I made first $59. I got my first Google AdSense check of $104 after 14 months, right? So then I just started exploring more and more about blogging. And then I came to know about this affiliate marketing. And right now I'm in front of you. That's all about me, right? Thank you guys. Thank you very much.